The other question people are asking is, how do I get my website found? Previously I talked about a domain, and a domain is simply, I said a domain is simply an address or the name of your website. I talked about hosting. Now, I shared with you that hosting is basically a space that you rent from a website hosting company, and your website can easily be found. Your website files and emails, they are all running there. So the big question here is that yes, you got a domain, you got a host, you even got a design, and you have a beautiful website currently. The next question you're going to be asking is, how do I get my website found? Now, there are 2 or 3 things. There are many things that are under there, but the greatest thing that you can do, or a few things that you can do for your website to be found. Number 1 is fill it with good content that is relevant to your business, your product and services. Just fill it with good content. Second thing, keep the content fresh. Have a culture of creating content. The content should be fresh and it should be coming in as often as possible. Then the other thing is that make sure you connect your website with the rest of the world, through platforms like social media platforms, blogging platforms, wherever you are. Put it on business cards. If you're sending an email, create an email signature down there and then indicate your website and encourage people to check it out. So if you want to increase, if you want your website to be found, fill it with good content, keep the culture of content creation, and eventually there is something that we call search engine optimization. Now, search engine optimization is where there are a few deliberate actions that we take to see that your website is actually found. So there is what we call organic search engine, organic search engine optimization, where you literally do nothing about your website, but simply feed it with content after content, amazing content, and share, and people keep picking it up. Eventually, Google would actually naturally or organically pick it up and rank it in search results. But over time, technology has enabled us to be in position to create a website today and then optimize it in the next couple of days, and after 1 month you're literally getting a space in the ranking. Fill it with content, and then we keep pushing that content in the online space. So if you want to get if you want to get an extra mile, a little bit further, if you want to go further than the content that you often share as often as possible, the amazing content, then you're going to consider working with an expert to help you optimize your website. Optimize your website and then see that, your website is actually found online. Because no one knows your content, no one knows your website, but people know what they want, they just don't know your website. Let me give you an example. You could be running a law firm, and it could be something like Mubiru and Sons Advocates, or whatever advocates. When people get to search, they're not going to search for your name, but they're going to search for their legal problems. So make sure that the content that you share on your site is responding to those problems, the problems that you foresee people are going to be looking out for. So when people are searching for that problem, Google is going to look around in the content. If your content is ranking, is responding to the question they are searching, that's how you're actually going to be found. So Google will support you. There are things, the content that you're going to share, the frequency you're going to share, the quality, all those things are going to interplay with getting your website found. But then besides that, there are other avenues, there are other small things that you can do for your website to be found. If you have a client list of about 2,000 email addresses, 5,000 email addresses, if you have a website, put there a resource and send it to people and tell them, we have created a guide on helping you to do ABCD. Just head over on our website and then pick it up. So there are many things that you can do, but those are some of the few tips that you can do for your website to be found. I remain Moses, and I look forward to sharing with you more in the next episode.